I don't know if I already experienced a sulfur burp or what, okay? I injected not too long ago, and I feel like I've already experiencing some of the side effects. I don't know if I'm being extra, what. I'm just trying to really be cautious. I'm really trying to pay attention and see, if there's a difference in my feelings. And I already feel like some of the fatigue is kicking in already. That's one thing. Zepbound, get straight to it when it's coming straight as the brand versus the compound, because there were times where I was on tirzepatide compound and sometimes it took some time to kick in. Interesting. Just documenting my findings and my feelings on GLP1. Yeah, the sulfur burps are back, or the belches are back without the sulfur. I'm definitely belching more than usual. And when I was on 2.5 Zepbound over a year ago, I definitely did have sulfur burps. I recall that fluidly. I also recall some gastric gurgling, and I was hitting the toilet. Okay? So we talking about feeling like I had diarrhea. So that hasn't kicked in. Hoping that don't kick in. But if it does, it is what it is. But the belches are definitely here. The fatigue is here. And this is 5 milligram Zepbound resetting after being on tirzepatide compound for a year plus. I've been waiting for this. Can't wait to unbox and pump it up. I have this exact ball in my office. I wanted to have one for home. I love this total body ball. I have been doing some amazing exercises on it, specifically targeting the core, the abs. We trying to build a body over here in this camp, okay? So this is usually the time that I will break my fast. But what's different about today is that I am not hungry. I don't even really have the desire to even have a little snack. And I'll say that, that's the Zepbound 5 milligram, but that is also me adding in my little tools, okay? Me adding in my tools of organic oat fiber powder. I came across that, purchased that through the goods. What's the name of the brand? I forget. But I put a teaspoon in my protein shake. Love organic oat powder, which is pretty much organic oat flour. So you cancel out the carbs. It's four carbs, 4 grams of fiber, so it cancels itself out. Keto friendly. Yes, fiber. I'm focusing more so on fiber now and protein, but fiber is something that we all lack, and it's a large reason why we can't get full satiation. The tools that I want to master, where I want to get to, is eating when I am hungry, continuing intermittent fasting, eating healthy foods, in addition to GLP1 once a month dose, intuitive eating. That's where I want to be. Yeah, that protein with extra fiber that I added in through my organic oat powder definitely is carrying me on through the time I will begin to snack on something, baby carrots, broccoli, raw broccoli and hummus. Those are really my go-tos. I really love that. Maybe some pita chips, which are packed with 4 grams of protein in one 9-chip serving, coupled with some hummus and some veggies. Like, that's my type of snack, you know what I mean? And usually I'll be ready to dip into that a little bit, right? Just nibble. Even if I don't eat it completely, I would nibble on it, you know, just to coat my stomach. But at this point, I'm really okay with just my super greens juice. I usually will have some of this and then, you know, try to snack on something. But thanks to that oat powder, supplementing more fiber within my protein shake, I'm good. And then, of course, the 5 milligrams Zepbound honey that I recently injected. Okay, that was what, 2 days ago? That was 1 day ago. This is day 2. And I will have to say, as far as side effects, I do feel fatigue still. I had fatigue yesterday. I took the shot after I worked out, specifically to be prepared for whatever fatigue that's going to come. And this morning, I still did a workout, but I did a mini workout. I didn't do usually what I do. I didn't do my 4 rounds of weight training routines. I just did 2 rounds, you know what I mean? I did a light walk because I was still fatigued. Still a little bit fatiguish now, but not as much as it was on injection day, you know, which is typical. I do recall that, and as well, I recall that on tirzepatide compound. When I was on tirzepatide compound, I experienced fatigue as well. So it's interesting as I'm just doing an analysis of comparisons between taking the actual brand versus me taking the compound. Touching back on what I was saying earlier, I really want to be intuitive based. That is the ultimate goal, is to eat when I'm hungry. Continue my intermittent fasting regimen. It works for me, keeps me controlled, keeps me out of the era of shifting into binge city, overeating, eating outside of bounds by constraining me to a window. I start eating and then I stop at a time, and that's it. That has been very crucial for me. This is why I gravitated to intermittent fasting as a long-term tool, and I've been doing it for a long time, even before GLP1 medication. I would say that was the tool that actually got my 115 pounds off initially, coupled with a deficit, of course, and exercise. So I really want to get to that place of intuitiveness. I think I have won when I'm there. Idea of eating when your body tells you to eat. Now, of course, you know, if for some reason I'm not hungry for too long of a period of time, then, you know, you still have to use your intuition and make yourself eat, even if you're not hungry. But for the most part, I want to be triggered based off of intuition. That, for me, is food control. And then I feel more in control of myself. That is something that each individual have to figure out on their own. What works for them? What strategy of eating works for them? And I found what works for me. Intuitive eating is the goal. Boo. See you in the next video. Be real.